Homosexuals, pop on in. Oh man. If I haven't sweat like this in a minute. Today's one of those days where you really get to re-understand what it means to put in that work. You know? That WORK 110% work. Oh man, there's always going to be so many things trying to limit you and get you down. And man, running the 12-hour shift, doing my homework, waking up at 1 p.m. with 4 or 5 hours of sleep, going back to the gym, and then back to work, I'm feeling good. So I could sit here and bitch all I want and get upset, but realistically, I had a good day. I killed it. I did as good as I possibly could in the moment, you know? And sure, maybe I wasn't at 100% of my all-time, but I could care less. I care about putting in 100% right now. You know, your best is going to be different every single day. And today, it got slow, and then it got real fast. Oh, man. My head is pounding. But I got that good energy, so we're just going to down a gallon of water, and hopefully it'll go away. But we're doing great, honestly. The clean and jerks, I couldn't be happier. You know, the warm-ups honestly weren't even that great. I was a little bit too energized when I got there because I was just kind of running off the hype since I was so sleep deprived. And I know, obviously, getting sleep schedule under control is much better for your gains. But when you work 12 hours every night for several nights in a row, and you're a college student, and you got people you're trying to see every day, you're just not going to have the same amount of time that you normally would. And so you can either reduce the effort and, you know, admit defeat and accept a subpar level of passion, or you can just run that shit as best you can. You know, I'm not going into the gym thinking, oh, okay, well, I'll just do less and that'll be all right. I'm going in there thinking I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna exceed every limitation I have to the best of my ability. And then afterward, if I failed, fuck it. Because if I went in there with the best mindset I could, with only the idea of success, I won no matter what. Even if I failed every single rep, I won. You know? You know, I honestly, it was just, everything felt good. It's just one of those days where it's just not enough sleep, not enough food, a lot of factors against me, but just pushing through it, you know? So the form was a little slow at first, picked it back up, got it under control. 275 felt a little weird. On the split jerk, you'll see it, my mid back took over, and because I just didn't brace my low back enough, and I hate to see those, but we brought it back. The reps were good. I was very happy with how the cleans progressed. The first set at 285 definitely was subpar, you know, not the best, but full lockouts. I pushed forward a good bit. I didn't have the best momentum, but that's what that first set is meant for. You know, it's that pre-game to just get into 100% in those next upcoming working sets where you hit that maximum level of effort with no doubts, you know. And even getting to the last set, although the first one, my core tried to break a little bit and it was hard to stand back up, and on the second one, it was a lot wobblier than I meant it to be. Man, who gives a shit when I'm feeling this good? You know, I'm feeling this refreshed. I'm feeling this confident, you know? When you get to a point of being able to tell people that you're putting in 100% and you're peaked, that does not mean, in my book, that you can hit a PR today, you know? Or physically you look the best you've ever looked. It's just being able to show up to the gym, have not a single doubt of what your capabilities are when it comes to actually just getting under the bar and doing your best. And just having fun, you know, truly just embracing the passion of it all and letting the rest just take its course, you know, letting life happen to you rather than trying to control it in this, and you know, it's always going to be ambiguous. You can't really control shit in life. All you can do is control how well you adapt and accept the terms and cards life's thrown at you to play with, you know? But I'm very proud of it. It was all good lockouts. I was putting in 100%, and it was fun. I had people going up to me to be like, I thought you were going to deadlift that shit. And I was like, that's what the fuck I like to hear. And when somebody thinks I'm deadlifting, that makes my fucking week. Oh, man. That gets me pumped up like nothing else. Other than that, front squats, as you could imagine, because I had to do my little fuck around intermission, I haven't gone too crazy on front squats in the past like 2 weeks. So, you know, my core was definitely pretty broken, but the confidence is still surging, you know? I was just pushing through, doing my best. The sets were good, you know? I did everything that I could with the abilities that my body had to give me. And yeah, sure, my abs may be lacking compared to the rest of my body, but they're putting in the same amount of work, regardless of the conditions. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, I know right there's going to be a big cutoff, and you guys are going to be wondering why I just went, oh, fuck. Oh, man, life is crazy. I just got pulled over. I'm so locked out. I'm telling you guys how I'm just trying to do my best, push through this, and get through the no sleep, the gym, the 12-hour shifts. I look to my right. There's a cop, and I'm like, all right, time to put my phone down a little bit, lock in. I'm not going to do anything stupid. And I just, no thoughts in the brain, turned left on a red light. Right outside my work. He just looked at me, and he was like, you knew what you did? And I'm like, yes, sir. That was the most stupid thing. Oh, man. He let me go. What a guy. I couldn't be happier. That's like good karma. That's when you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, because if you're just giving it your best, that good karma's going to come. I'll tell you what. I know that was more random luck, and thank fuck he didn't give me a ticket, but my point stands. Shit happens, and it's nice to have people understand when they see you in that vulnerable state. Damn, I'm sorry for just that full in-the-middle cutoff. Jesus. I don't know. Wherever I left off, front squats felt great. I was really burning through my abs at the end of it, but we're getting there. It's getting more stronger along the way. It'll get more confident as I get heavier. And then especially on the next program, that's where that progress will show. Clean pulls, I was rushed for time, but we made it work. Really burned my CNS out, but I'm really liking how strong my pull strength is getting. That's really, really great. Oh, man, just physically, I'm feeling a solid, I'm going to give it an 8.9, just before the 9. I'm just tired of shit, honestly. And so it's just, I couldn't put as much of my physical body behind it as I did mentally, but still did really, really well and did the best that I could. Mentally, I'll give it a 9.3. I'm feeling really good, don't get me wrong, and I do pretty well under some stress. But today's been a day. Oh, man, it's just, I feel like going a little bit further into the talk about how it really feels to be at 100%. When you can confidently tell people that when you're giving it that maximum effort. It's not just in the gym, or it's not just about the weights, and it's not just about the progress you're seeing visually and statistically. It's just in your everyday life. You know, when you put your best front foot forward, doing the most that you could do without harming yourself or others, and just living life to the best of your abilities, good shit'll happen, man. It's obviously not going to happen every day, and it might not happen that often at all. But it's that idea of that hope and that faith in your efforts that along the way, you know, you're going to have that little bit of a break, or that little bit of you're pushing through and it just feels effortless because of how much you're enjoying it, you know? I tell this to so many people, regardless of what program you run or who's your coach or how much time you've been lifting for, if you do not go to the gym excited and passionate about your lifts, you are not going to be able to lift the same as those people who do, with no program and no coaching and no fucks given about the weights, and they just going in to lift for fun and just maximum effort, loving it every single second of every single fucking day. Those are the people who make progress, you know, because they allow it to happen. They do their best, and they just work with what life has to give them, rather than beating themselves up when they think that they haven't achieved the goal that they were supposed to hit. There's never a goal you're really supposed to hit. It's just hoping for the best and accepting the goals that you are allowed to get to along the way. You know, the goals that you have right now are just guidelines for you to have that extra bit of passion to step toward them. But in reality, I'm going to say it 1,000 times. It's just doing your best. Every single step. Every single step. It's always going to be tough. You know, I tell people a lot, I could never have imagined myself getting into Olympic lifting. I could never have imagined myself working in a psych unit at a hospital, especially with my family history, and not in the psych way, in the hospital way. I have a lot of med people in my family, and it's just, I couldn't imagine the life I was going to have at this point when I was making these goals so many years ago. And that's what it means to allow it to just come to you at the rate that it's supposed to. We've all got a fate to line up with. And it's just whether or not you're going to be able to accept whatever comes to you by the end of it, or throw a fucking pity parade and be a negative fucking Nancy because you didn't get the future that you wanted. Because you're never going to get what you want. You're going to get what you get. That's it. But I'm going to treat every single day like the best life I could have lived, because that's the only way you can do it. That's the positive mindset. That's the way to truly live. It's loving every second. The downfalls, the struggle, the pain, the turmoil, the positives, the happiness, the passion, the confidence, the pride, all of it. Life does not just mean happy-go-lucky times. You gotta accept and embrace the struggle too, and appreciate that struggle, so that when you get to that next high point, you can kill it with the best of your fucking ability in that moment. I have to go. I know it's a little short, but the police stop and the fucking gym, everything, my shift started 2 minutes ago, but I got an extra 8 minutes before I got to be clocked in, so I'm all right. But I appreciate y'all sitting around, listening to me yap. You know what we do. And just do good by yourselves. You know, don't stress the little stuff. I have people text me all the time on my Instagram being like, what's the program? How long have you been doing this? How should I prep my meals? And how should I prep my workouts and my warm-ups? Just have fun. Do everything. Try everything once. See what works. And be able to adapt and change regardless of how good you think you are. Because my program's always going to be changing no matter how good I get. Because I'm going to keep growing and I have to keep adapting. That's what it means to accept your own physical and mental space in the present. You know? Wherever you're at mentally or physically, accept that shit and run with it. I don't care if I come in next week and for some reason my max is 225. I'm going to build that shit back up one way or another. That's just how it is. I'll get back to it. I don't care how long it takes. It's not an if, it's when, motherfucker. We will get there. Absolutely. And if we don't, I don't give a fuck. Because I put in my best and I know that shit. Okay. Sorry, I'm a bit passionate today. I'm a little emotional, but I gotta go. I will be back tomorrow with some power snatches and pause back squat. It's gonna be a fun day. And we'll see what happens. I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that third day in a row with the wedding happening, and I got other plans. We'll see what happens. You'll see me if you see me. If not, I will try to get the workout in over the weekend, and then I'll upload that while in between taking some rest days, and then we'll be back on the normal scheduled program on this upcoming Monday, or you'll see it on Tuesday. But either way, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back as always. Have fun. Do your thing. See you later. Bye.